Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to the Rodney1279 channel. Glad to have you with us. We're going to have an awesome time. I can feel it. We're going to play now Jeopardy for the PS3 now. And I have a one game winnings total right now of $24,500. So let's see if I can get a good run going in this game like I do on Wheel of Fortune. I'm not as good in Jeopardy as I am on Wheel, but I like playing Jeopardy a lot. Here we go. And here we go.
Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 2. Player 3. And now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Let's take you right now into the Jeopardy round. Clues are worth $200 to $1,000 in these categories: math,
Love that category.
country cookbooks, odd words,
Okay.
India,
Okay.
a hostile takeover,
Okay.
and novels' first lines.
I'm going to go for my
Player one,
easiest category, math, for
complete.
200.
66 plus 32.
That's 98.
Let's hear
Where's
it, player
98?
That's it.
Math for 400.
Select again. 73 minus 14.
That's 59. Where's
Let's
59?
hear it, player 1. Good.
Math for 300
Player 1,
or
back to you.
600.
148 divided by 4. Yes, player 1.
That is 37. Where's 37?
Right you are. Please.
Math
begin.
800.
17 times 6. Player 1.
6 times 7 is 42. Is that 102?
Good.
Let's finish that off.
Please, picking 23 plus 8 minus 16. Okay,
23
player 1.
plus 8 is 31. Minus 16 is 15.
Yeah.
Those was easy. Now the rest of these clues are kind of
Return
hard.
to
Let's
you,
go.
player 1.
Let's do country cookbooks for 200.
Fit for a King is full of his favorite recipes, including the chicken served at his wedding to Priscilla. It's player 1.
Who is Elvis Presley?
Correct.
Country
You again,
cookbooks
player 1.
400.
Little House Cookbook features frontier foods from this woman's classic stories.
Country Cookbook
This daughter
600.
of Maybelle Carter honored her mom by writing Mother Maybelle's Cookbook.
We'll try it.
Okay, player one.
Okay, I'm just guessing. Now I'm guessing here. I should have not buzzed in. Who is June Carter? Lucky guess, 4,200.
Please.
800.
You'll find Goober's Banana Pudding in this Mayberry Auntie's book of delightful desserts.
Let's try it.
Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Aunt B?
Yes.
Let's finish that off.
We return to you. There's a recipe for Butcher Holler Possum in Your Cooking It Country by this country music queen.
I'll try it.
Okay, player one.
It's one of these three here. Who is Loretta Lynn? Is that it? Yeah! Cleared 2 categories in a row.
Player one, back to you.
I guess we'll go to odd words for 200.
Dumbledore is actually an old word for this insect. J.K. Rowling imagined him humming all the time. Player one.
What is a bumblebee?
You again.
Odd words
The
400.
name of this light crinkled fabric comes from the Persian shur or shakar, meaning milk and sugar.
This is where I stop here. Y'all can have this
Let's
one.
hear it, player three. Yes.
With seersucker. I didn't know that.
Player three, make a selection, please. As we
That was
continue.
first line.
Orwell. Mr. Jones of the Manor Farm had locked the hen houses for the night.
This is why I chill here, because I don't know a lot about this stuff.
Here's what we were looking for. Animal Farm.
Okay, the answer is Animal Farm. Okay.
Player three, you pick again, please. Fitzgerald. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind. Yes, player two. Yes.
Right. The Great Gatsby. Okay.
Player two, you start us off. Tolstoy. Well, Prince, so Genoa and Lucca are now just family estates of the Bonapartes. Here's the correct response. War and Peace.
War and Peace. Okay, gotcha.
You again, player two. The fact that clavate means shaped like this isn't something you have to hit me over the head with. Player one.
Okay, Kravik. With a bat?
That's not it.
Alright. It's not a bat.
Any other takers? Okay, player three. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else? It's player two.
Where's the club? Club is the answer.
Player two, back to you for our next selection. Golding. The boy with fair hair lowered himself down and began to pick his way toward the lagoon. Here's what we were looking for. Lord of the Flies.
With Lord of the Flies. Okay.
You get to pick again, player two.
India. Okay.
The international airport in New Delhi bears her name. Here's the correct response. Indira Gandhi.
Oh, of course. Should have known that one.
Back to you for our next selection. Too much time enjoying potent potables? You could end up with a Katzenjammer. One of these.
I don't know. I don't know.
The correct response is a hangover.
Okay.
We return to you, player two.
You found the Daily Double, too.
Answer, the Daily Double. You're in second, but now need to select your wager. All right, here's your clue. Robinsonade is not a refreshing drink. It's a novel similar in theme to a work by this author. Good for you.
She only bid $100 on this one.
Player 2, you pick again, please. Jamshedji Nata, an important businessman of this movie capital, used his wealth to enrich it.
I'm a guess.
Let's hear it, player 1.
She's a Bombay. I'm gonna guess West Delhi. Yeah, I should have held off.
Any other takers?
So I'm guessing that it's Bombay then. Yeah, I
Let's
should
hear
have
it,
held
player
off.
3. Great, you're back into it now. Player 3, make a selection, please, as we continue. As the new leader of India, Lal Bahadur Shastri led it into a war with this neighbor in 1965. It's player 2. That's it. Player 2, you start us off. The winner of the 1913 Nobel Prize for Literature, Rabindranath Tagore, was born in this former capital in 1861. The correct response is Calcutta.
Okay, now's the time for Calcutta.
Player 2, back to you for our next selection. Charlotte Bronte. There was no possibility of taking a walk that day. It's player 3. Player 3, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? Kelly will present this clue.
The gesture here typically accompanies this common Indian greeting, from Sanskrit for to bow.
It's player 2.
Right, Namaste. Okay.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player 2, you make the next selection as we can enjoy the Sleep in Heaven Youth Hostel or the Newhound Boat Hostel in this capital of Denmark.
Hope I know it.
Okay, player 1.
Who is, where is Copenhagen?
Player 1.
400.
I'm sure the Red Bus Hostel is fine, but the Mellow Mood Central Hostel caught my eye in this capital of Hungary.
I'm gonna try it.
Let's hear it, player 1.
What is, Prague? No.
Sorry.
Not the capital of Hungary.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
So it gotta be Budapest. Geography is not
It's
my
player
strong
3.
point, folks.
Player 3, you start us off. Do the Funky Chicken Hostel or the Butterfly Villa Hostel in this Romanian capital. It's player 2.
Bucharest, okay.
Where do we begin, player 2? It's off to the Hans Brinker Budget Hotel or Dirty Nellie's Inn. Sounds inviting. In this major European city.
I'm gonna guess Amsterdam. Is that it?
Response. Amsterdam.
Dang, I should have buzzed in. Should have buzzed in.
Here's the $1,000 clue.
Alright.
Surf the Internet Hostel or the Marriott Hostel. Note the lack of an extra R and T in Marriott. In this Bulgarian capital. It's player 3.
Well, it's a close game. It's a close game. I'm in the lead, but not by much.
Double Jeopardy when we come back.
Those rest of those categories was very hard. But we'll take a break and do Double Jeopardy afterwards.
Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy with Nasal passages. One world.
One world, okay.
South American
South
countries.
American countries, okay.
A century of rain.
A century of rain, okay.
Botany.
Botany
And the fabulous 50s.
Fabulous 50s.
Okay, let's get back into this. Player 3, you make the next selection. Elementary, my dear Watson. Leslie Howard's son Ronald played him on a 1954 TV series. It's player 1.
Who is Sherlock Holmes?
Woo, that's correct.
All right, I'm going to go
Player
to
one,
one
you
world
start.
for 400.
To completely reverse your direction while driving is to pull one of these. Player 1.
What is a one-off? No!
Any other takers?
A fast one? Nobody else knows it. They don't want to take a chance at it.
Here's the correct response. A 180.
1-8. Oh, right. Dog it! 800.
A popular koan, or meditation subject of Zen Buddhism, asks the student to try to imagine this sound. Here's the correct response. One hand clapping.
With one hand clapping. Okay.
Player 1.
One
back
world,
to you.
12.
Numerical name for Scheherazada's tales. Let's hear it, player 3. No. Sorry.
Why would he pick that one?
Any other takers?
I'll try it.
Yes, player 1.
What is, okay, what is 1001 Nights?
You got
The
it.
only one it could be.
You again.
One World,
Title
1600.
of playwright Moss Hart's autobiography. It's player 3. Nope. Sorry. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
I'll try it. It's a 50-50.
Let's hear it, player 1.
With Act 1. I believe it's that one. Yeah.
You get to
2000.
pick.
That's the Daily Double.
One of the
I'm not comfortable with
You
this
are in the lead
category.
right now. Let me-
I'm going to go with $200 only. I want to stay in the lead.
The clue. Based in Chicago, this financial services provider merged with J.P. Morgan Chase.
I could have
in
gotten this
2004.
one. Where's Bank 1? I know it.
That puts you even.
I'm in Chicago, so I should have gotten this one.
You again, player 1.
All right, South American countries 400.
This South American country was named for a man born in 1451 in Genoa. Player 1.
What is Colombia for Christopher Columbus?
That's it.
South American
Please
countries
begin.
there.
Montevideo is its largest city. Let's hear it, player 1.
Shoot. What is Uruguay? It went between that and Tobago, isn't it? Let's go with Uruguay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Player 1.
1200.
This country's almost 4,000-mile coastline is the longest of any in South America on the Pacific Ocean. It's
Where's
player
Chile?
1. Ah! You get to pick it.
600.
It's the South American country whose capital city lies the closest to 0 degrees latitude.
I'm going to try it. Let me think of all the countries near
Let's hear
there.
it, player 1.
What is Ecuador?
Yeah! Correct.
Let's finish
Player
that
1.
off.
Here's Jimmy with the clue.
This country's Bahia Mangrove ecoregion extends from Reconcavo to Todos os Santos Bay.
Here's what we wanted. Brazil.
I should have went for that. Doggone
We
it.
return to you, player 1.
Let's go with nasal passages 400.
And there in the wood a piggy wig stood, with a ring at the end of his nose. in the poem about this bird and a feline? Here's the correct response. Owl.
Okay.
You get to pick
Nasal
again.
passages and
Truly that nose is the glorious cross he bears, is said of this romantic Rostand hero. Let's hear it, player 3. No.
I'm gonna try it.
Anyone else?
I'll try it.
Okay, player 1.
Who is Serrano de Bergerac?
Right you are. Player 1.
1200. Well, good news, bad news.
The other daily double. You are in first.
I'm gonna go 200 again.
Wager.
I just want to keep a lead.
And the daily double clue. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle, wrote this man in 1946. Not in 1984.
Who is George Orwell?
Congratulations.
Another one I
You're
could
still
have.
in first. Player
Another
one.
one I could have bid a lot
Player
on.
1. You pick
1600.
again. Lightly was her slender nose tip-tilted like the petal of a flower. This lord wrote in Idylls of the King.
I'll try it.
Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Lord? It's either Lord Byron or Lord Tennyson. My first thought was Lord Byron. Let's go with Lord Byron.
Anyone
I
else?
always say go with your first instinct, and in this case, it's not right.
It's player 2. Good.
It's Lord Tennyson.
Player 2. You're in command of the board as we continue, right? A Pascal Pensée. If the nose of this queen had been shorter, the whole face of the world would have been changed. Player 2. That's right.
It was Cleopatra. All right, this is not a runway. I better be careful.
England's Henry VIII. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is, I'm guessing now. What is the 15th century?
Sorry, that's wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 2.
So it's the 16th century.
Anyone else?
16th century is the answer.
Okay, player 3. Right you are. Player 3, you're in command of the board as we continue, right? Germany's Wilhelm I. The correct response is the 19th.
Okay, it's the 19th century, okay.
Please pick again, player 3. England's William I. We're talking about the 11th. Player 3, you pick again, please. Italy's Victor Emmanuel III, 45 years of it.
Staying off of it.
Here's the correct response. The 20th.
Boy, that's one I should have
We
buzzed
return
in
to you,
for sure.
player 3. France's Louis XV. Here's the response we were looking for. The 18th.
That's the 18th century.
Player 3. Pick again. The long leaves of the milfoil plant are especially suited to absorb this gas underwater. Player 1.
What is nitrogen? No. Oh!
Anyone else? It's player 3.
Carbon dioxide, okay.
We return to you, player 3. Parasitic fungi cause this disease of cereal grasses that forms black powdery masses. We're talking about smut.
With smut, okay.
Player 3, you pick again, please. This term, which is from the Greek for naked seed, refers to non-flowering plants such as conifers. Here's the correct response. Gymnosperm.
I don't know any of this stuff.
Player 3, back to you. This part of a plant's pistil has chemicals in it that will cause it to reject the wrong types of pollen. Okay, player 1.
What is, okay. Okay, what is the stigma? I know it's not the stamen now.
Player 1, you
The
start.
stamen is the male part of the plant. That other one is the female, the one that was just mentioned. 2000.
You can collect water from a plant's leaves because they lose water vapor through pores called lees. It's player 2. That's correct.
Player 2 is giving me a run for my money.
Player 2, you start. A series of nightmares that C.S. Lewis had about these animals inspired him to write his first Narnia book. We're talking about lions. Please pick again, player 2. This future U.S. First Lady went to England to cover Queen Elizabeth II's coronation for the Washington Times Herald. The correct response is Jacqueline Kennedy.
Okay, Jacqueline Kennedy is the answer for that.
You get to pick again, player 2. This actor hit the top 40 with the song Moonlight Swim. A few years later, he went psycho.
I should try this.
It's player 1.
Who is Anthony Perkins?
Right you are.
That helps a little.
And the $2,000 clue? Cary Grant's wife, Betsy Drake, survived the 1956 sinking of this ocean liner.
Let's try this.
It's player 1.
Where's the Titanic?
Oh!
No!
Any other takers?
Well, it's a close game.
The correct response.
My run could end right here early.
Sorry, player 3. Your score is not on the positive side, so you will not be joining us for Final Jeopardy. Time to get ready for Final Jeopardy. And today the category is this. Poets.
Oh boy.
You need to select the wager. The Final Jeopardy clue is as follows. Fired from a job for laziness, he wrote, I lean and loaf at my ease, observing a spear of summer grass.
Take a guess. I'm going to go with Ralph Waldo Emerson. Who is Ralph Waldo Emerson?
Let's see your response. And this correct.
Ah! My run is over with.
What did you put as your response? Sorry, incorrect response.
Well, my run ends.
Fine. Congratulations, player 2. You're the winner.
Well, so just give myself, we'll give myself $3,000 because I lost that game. So my final run total is $27,500. So we'll have to do another game of Jeopardy at another time. But this is Rodney1279 signing off. Saying be safe, be careful, take care everybody, and stay blessed. Goodbye, y'all.